So hello friends, my name is Shamail. From Horror Stories, I hope you are doing well. Today I am here to tell a horror story, so plug your headphones, close your eyes, and let's start the story with a horror topic. The Watcher House, who was watching 657 Boulevard. What would you do if someone knew your name, your kids' names, and your every move before you even moved in? Welcome to 657 Boulevard, a $1.3 million dream home in Westfield, New Jersey, turned nightmare. But this isn't a haunted house story. No ghosts, no demons. Just a real family, real fear, and someone out there watching. No, seriously, what would you do if the walls had eyes? Derek and Maria Broadus were thrilled. A beautiful 6-bedroom home on a tree-lined street. The perfect place to raise their 3 kids. They closed the deal in June 2014, but the first letter arrived 3 days later. 2. Dearest new neighbor, no return address. Typed, yet disturbingly personal. 7. Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades. I've been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming. Creeped out? They were too. They hadn't even moved in yet. The letter mentioned their kids by nickname. Details only a neighbor or a stalker could know. Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested? Wait, requested? That's not a letter. That's a threat wrapped in politeness. 4. Derek goes full detective. Derek contacted the police. They told him not to tell anyone, not even the neighbors. But here's the twist. Everyone on the street became a suspect. Even the kindly couple next door. Why are you here? Another envelope, no fingerprints. I see you have already flooded 657 with contractors so that you can destroy the house as it was supposed to be. Who talks like that? Seriously, are they watching from inside a closet or writing poetry in a basement dungeon? 7. A house full of secrets. The Broaduses started wondering, was there a crawl space, a hidden room, a neighbor's telescope aimed at their lawn? No clue, but the Watcher claimed to know what each room would soon become. Maria breaks down. Maria began to unravel. She had nightmares of their children being taken. Derek obsessively scanned emails and records. The house became a prison before they ever moved in. 9. The kids never moved in. They never spent a single night there. The $1.3 million dream turned into a $1.3 million nightmare. A beautiful house, poisoned by paranoia. History repeats itself. The Watcher hinted that their father and grandfather had watched the house before him. My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, and my father in the 1960s. Generational stalking. Imagine passing that down in your will. 11. Why this house? 657. Boulevard wasn't haunted. It wasn't cursed. It was chosen. But why? The Watcher never explained, and that made it worse. The police had suspects, a man who lived behind the house, a woman known for writing strange letters, but nothing stuck. No fingerprints, no DNA, no charges. 13. A neighbor's confession. One neighbor claimed they'd once received a letter 2 years ago. But why didn't they tell anyone? Fear? Shame? Or maybe, were they the Watcher, selling the unsellable? The Broaduses tried to sell the house, but word got out. Would you buy a place where someone might be watching your children through binoculars? Didn't think so. 15. Pattern interrupt. Hey Zillow, add creep factor to listings. 6 beds, 4 baths, 1 stalker. Asking price, your sanity. Real estate nightmares just hit a whole new level. The renters move in. Eventually they rented it out. The new tenants, brave or oblivious, until they got a letter too. You have awoken me. The house is not happy with you. Still think this is just a prank? 17. Derek's mind starts to spiral. He became obsessed with uncovering the truth. Surveillance, late-night stakeouts, private detectives, nothing. Sometimes the unknown is worse than the known. They sued the previous owners for not disclosing the letter they received before the sale. The case was dismissed. Sorry, paranoia isn't refundable. 19. Hollywood calls. Their story went viral. Netflix, documentaries, news specials. But the real watcher? Silent, unbothered. Maybe watching from a cozy armchair 2 blocks away. Theories multiply. An angry neighbor, a real estate rival, a bored teenager with a thesaurus, or maybe a ghost with a typewriter. The truth? Still a mystery. 21. Pattern interrupt. You sure your house isn't watching you? Check the mail, double-check the attic, and don't trust anyone who calls your kids young blood. False leads everywhere. Police tailed suspects, hired forensic linguists, compared writing styles. Nothing. Every door led to another dead end. 23. Letters became scarce, but never stopped. Even years later, notes would occasionally show up, shorter, colder, but always from the watcher. Psychological toll. The family never moved in. They never felt safe again, because the house didn't belong to them. It belonged to someone else's obsession. 25. Did the watcher die, or just stop? What's worse? Knowing someone's watching, or thinking they might start again any day now. 26. Why this story terrifies us. It's not about ghosts. It's about being powerless. About how even in your safest place, you're not safe at all. The street that doesn't speak. Neighbors don't talk about it anymore. 657. Boulevard sits quietly, but windows have eyes, and silence isn't safety, it's suspense. And 28. The Broaddus family's legacy. They walked away, lost hundreds of thousands, but gained something else. A permanent place in the hall of real American horror. 29. Still watching? Maybe the watcher is watching you now. Your home, your screen, or maybe they've found a new address. You never really own a house, not when someone else claims it. If that story creeped under your skin, imagine what's coming next. True stories darker than fiction, and watchers closer than you think. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what's watching you next. Or maybe they're already here.